Some things fell through. We weren't able to make it. We said we're going to bring it on as the co-main event of this event. We're so happy we are. We're so happy you're here. Welcome to Subversiv Fight Club 2. This is your co-main event. Fedor Nikolov and Steven Martinez. And again, why is this so cool? You have two completely different styles here. Fedor, very active, very modern style, and very scary in many ways. Somebody who's not easily scared, Steven Martinez. Incredible pressure passing, but versatile in his own way. Gets knee bar finishes, surprises you consistently with what he is able to pull off.
You know, I always like to remind people that don't know that he actually has a win over Rafael Lovato Jr.
Facts.
And it's one of those things where if you don't pay attention to Steven's career, you may not know because he doesn't have adult black belt world titles, but he has beat some of the best in the world at various competitions. A lot of times they're opens, or he matches up with these guys. It's awesome to watch.
That is impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they've exchanged matches. Like they've both gone back and forth with each other and wins.
For sure, and it's one of those ones where if you see either of them in your Masters division, you're like, can you guys go somewhere else? Anywhere else would be great. Why? Because they're so active, they're so committed to this game, and just the love of the game that Steven Martinez has. Love and appreciated. Looks in right there. A little bit of an exchange. I can't tell if there's a little bit of a poke or something, but they just kind of shrug it off. They don't really care.
One thing you'll find from Steven is he is so great at exchanging both distance and close shots. So you'll see him move really seamlessly between underhooks and clinches and collar ties and distance shots. And so he'll kind of go in at different angles. And this goes back to the very beginning of the show. Kit was talking about how there's so many people that shoot in it with this telegraph sense of not really attacking any other part of the body to get any sort of reaction. But Steven is the exact opposite of that. So he's a great person to watch if you're looking to add wrestling to your game, if you're looking to especially in a low risk sense. He often is able to take people down. Oh my gosh, but that was certainly not low risk.
Hey, you know what?
Changing the pace for sure.
Respect to him because that was an interesting approach. It was
attempt at a scissor takedown there. What a reaction though from Steven.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And the thing is, it's one of those reactions where if it worked, I mean, he's almost home free at that point. The nice part for this though, he was looking for that rubber guard, but Steven's broad shoulders, very difficult to pin down in that way.
He also, I mean, this is his bread and butter right here, this pressure passing, body lock style passing. He's so great at collapsing the knees together to one side that, and you start to see that here, like how he is so insistent about that. And Fedor's recovery is really impressive here because oftentimes, like when Steven gets two knees collapsed together like that, we don't see recovery. And Fedor is moving through these positions really seamlessly. He's reattempting the rubber guard, but maybe in a better position now that his right leg's not trapped the same way it was before.
And, you know, he can kind of hang here for a few if he really needs to. This is a good way of slowing down this pressure passing from Steven Martinez. And this is a place where a lot of people who pressure pass don't want to be. Getting stuck in here kind of takes you away from your objective and your ability to really implement that offense, that passing. But you know what? I guess it's just taking a tactical retreat here for a moment. He's going to play more from that guard, maybe try to surprise Steven Martinez if he can. But Fedor, it's going to be hard to disrupt that base. Even looking for that scoop underneath for the knee. Hey, he might have had it there, but Steven too savvy, too ready for it, too expecting it. Oh! Damn. I mean, this is just two people who know how to react very, very differently. Wow. That climbing, though. Yeah. Wow. Look at them. Again, trying to pass. Doesn't get a pass. Immediate regard. Tries to go there. Maybe gets guard for a half second. Pulls him down. Steven Martinez already pops up with perfect posture.
Man, Fedor's, I really love to watch his use of exchanging grips between the collar ties and the wrist tie. He does such an excellent job controlling Steven's posture, like you said, but then when Steven pops up, he switches to the wrist and so then threatens the arm. It's very similar to what you're talking about with takedowns where you're attacking the head, the back, and the legs interchangeably. He does the same thing when he's attacking the guard, but it's the head and the arms and then your base. So he's consistently rotating between the three.
Facts. I mean, is this kind of how the roles were going with you and Fedor here?
Yes, similar, probably a little bit looser, but I see what Fedor's trying to do. He's trying to exchange that right hand on his foot for his left. That way he can free up his right hand to start attacking Steven's left. But Steven's doing a really good job of constantly connecting his hands and making that really hard.
Yeah.
And such short round, it can be difficult to see how he's trying to like feed that left arm through to lock it in so he can free his right. If he can do that, then he's really dangerous. But right now, Steven's locking his hands together and making it hard, so it's becoming more of a stalemate.
And this is probably going to be the name of the game here. I think it's going to be very interesting to see if Steven's pressure to try to pass may get him the decision.
I think with these guys, they're at a level of experience where in this last 40 to 30 seconds, I would bet we see some increase in exertion. I think there's going to be
better now. If he can tie that left arm up. Sorry, Kendall.
No, you're fine. I was just agreeing. I think there's going to be a bit of an acceleration here. I'm not sure exactly from who, but I don't think either of these guys are going to feel comfortable in riding out a win because it's pretty even.
Yeah.
So here we see, Steven's really going to start trying to pour it on now. But the risk of that is it opens you up with someone like Fedor, right? It can put you at a risk. But, man, now this is the most significant passing sequence we've seen so far, right? And you know, something as small like that with the match this close, that probably will win him the match. You know?
Yeah, it might be. Well, I'm going to go down and talk to the winner. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's a tough one to score.
As you can see, the Subversiv crowd is the best crowd in combat sports.
What a great match. And the winner is by referees decision, Fedor Nikolov!
Wow, tough one to call. Big win for Fedor.
Ladies and
Tough match for
gentlemen,
these guys.
let's not boo. We're not booing the person. I want to talk about this right now. Fedor, that was a tight match. Very close. I have to ask you, why is it you think you got the nod here tonight?
To be honest, I don't feel like it's a clear win. So it will be way better if after 6 minutes we will be able to get in the EBIOT. For example, this will be, then we can find a clear winner. But I feel like we need a little bit more time.
A little bit more time indeed. The rubber guard always, though, very fun to watch. Your flexibility always on point. I have to say this about you, Fedor. You're trying to hold it down here for Russia. You're saying you want to compete on the scene. You're always fun to watch. What is coming up next for you, sir?
Definitely something gonna be always moving forward, not backwards. So but it's still in one rematch. We can do rematch, but with overtime, so we can find a clear winner if there is no submission.
Fair enough. I think that's
Decisions.
I'm with you on that. Sir, shout out the team. Shout out where people can come. Well, don't hit me with that. Shout out the team. I like my team. Shout out the team. Show people where they can train with you, sir.
Shout out to my team, who's playing at Los Angeles HQ, to all playing it, to all my teammates, to our coaches, Eddie Bravo. Shout out to everyone here, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your winner, Fedor Nikolov.
Let's